Welcome to This Morning on Asakhe podcast, your daily dose of insightful conversation on current affairs, politics, and social issues. Please share and also follow us on social media at SiteZW. Now, stay tuned to today's episode.
A very good morning to you and welcome to This Morning on Asakhe. My name is Nonhlanhla Mabigwa and I'm here with Brighton. Good morning.
A very good morning to you guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to This Morning on Asakhe, the Tuesday edition. As you said, my name is Brighton Ngobe.
Political party funds. Which CCC faction should get the funds? A lot has been happening in the opposition as over this weekend,
Yeah, we saw the headline, Chabang firing other CCC leaders, but today also I saw Korinke saying, no, Chabang says, I didn't fire Welshman Ngobe. So I'm asking yourself guys this morning, political party funding. I'm just going to go through this SI. Political Parties Finance Act, Chapter 211, disbursement of money registered political parties. It is hereby notified in terms of Section 3.2 of the Political Parties Finance Act, Chapter 211, that the total amount of money is payable to political parties in respect of the year beginning 1st of January 2024 and ending on the 31st of December 2024 is 70 million Zig dollars only. The money shall be dispersed to political parties that qualify in terms of Section 3, Subsection 3 of the Act as follows. 47,883,500 Zig dollars is going to shall be paid to Zimbabwe African National Union Patriotic Front, the ZANU-PF, who will receive 68% of the votes cast, and 22,116,500 Zig dollars shall be paid to CCC, which received 31% of the votes, says the Minister of Legal Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, Ziambi. So asking yourself this morning, guys, which CCC faction should receive this money?
Let's hear from Mercy this morning.
Morning, Nonhlanhla. I'm confused. The money is paid to a party. It's never paid to an individual. The law does not recognize individuals in this act. It recognizes party. And the party is paid for its proportion. So AMA MPs have a duty to answer that question because it's the party that got paid. They cannot use the excuse of saying, I am not the secretary. They should find out from the party because they are in parliament as a party. The government does not recognize them as factions. It recognizes them as the party. So when it says what is the representation of this party, it's counting them. They are just playing with citizens. This I don't know. No. There are our representatives from CCC whose party received this money. Bengasivali la imali yahamba epartini, and they must answer that. Every single one of them has a responsibility and a duty to report it to the. So who are they representing? Until they are in constituencies, in council, representing people as CCC. So now the people who they are representing are asking who received the money.
Thank you so much, Mercy, for that contribution.
Good morning to you, Chaplain John.
Thank you so much. Let's come back to the history and track record. What happened, because the precedent was set when in 2020, and I know that most of us here, we want to forget that and started to point something which, no. In 2020, what happened? There were recalls, there were whatsoever. Where did the political fund go to? It went to MDC, right? Which was claimed to be MDCT, which was claimed to be MDCA or whatsoever. But those who have received that MDCA, MDCT political funds, what did they do with it? Was there a moral discussion about this? You find your tick box and your pen there, red pen says no. Did we apply transparency and accountability as we are talking right now? No. We all know that political party was in the hands of Thokozani Kupe, Douglas Nonzora, the committees and whatsoever. And no one is eager, and no one is even eager or even inquisitive to ask, to say, guys, what happened to the money that they received in 2020, 2021, right? before we had CCC, what happened to it? You find that there is nothing, and no one even bothered to ask all those questions. So it should be a reminder to everybody to say, once this is the issue, what does it tell you? Was the money disbursed in terms of moral whatsoever? The answer you may find that it's a no. We all know that the regime that we have uses its own reward system. Whom they think is deemed fit to get the money is going to get it. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for that, Champion John.
Padare, good morning.
Morning, madam. How are you guys over there? This is a classic example of a useless leader who came out and destroyed the whole formation of things, how things are supposed to work in their political party. So we never had this problem when Tsvangira was there. They never had this problem. They were getting their money and they were spending it whatever they were doing. We never cared because that's what it is. And that's the deal according to the constitution. Now everything is in a mess because there's a new leader who came about with strategic ambiguity, who came about with useless ways of business and use all these discussions about the opposition in Zimbabwe all goes to one person. Until we start accepting that as the normal position, then we start becoming normal. Is this the right formation? Are these the right people? What are they even doing if they cannot account for anything that even given to them on a free plate? Many thanks.
Thank you so much, Padare.
Good morning to you, Njabulo.
Good morning, Brighton. I think Brighton and non-Sunshine, it's very clear. In all fairness, if we were fair people as per se, because when you read that statement, it speaks that the funds are dispersed according to the percentages of representation in the House. So even within their faction, why can't they just all pick according to if Chabangu faction has 2 people? They break it down to say what is the fraction of 31%. You get the 2 people, how much that 2 people in terms of percentages, you give them that, it goes to them. Then you say, okay, we have the Ngube faction, how many are they and what number are they representing in parliament? And then they take their own portion to say, Tina, we are representing maybe 27% of that money out of 31. They get the 27%. That's being fair. The Zimbabwean politics have become so much more about money, because when we go back even to the issues of the Monzora, they know for the fact that they did not work. They when it was still MDCA. But when money came out, the guy is all over the place. The court has given him powers to control money that it did not work for.
Thank you so much, Njabulo. Coxman, good morning.
Good morning, Brighton and non-Tlatla. Clear that this money, I don't think it's going to Triple C as a party. This money is going to Sengezo Chabang. Very clear. I'll be very glad to see this, probably to realize that probably I'm wrong. But this is the outcome that I expect, because this has been the structure of things ever since the drama started. We have seen, for those who are saying probably we need to challenge and what, guys, this is something that is already, that has been concluded already. Pains me to realize that it's becoming a cycle, and I think it's upon us to challenge the government as well, to say it's better probably for that money not to be disbursed. I would love to see that money being probably disbursed probably Kuchipatara or somewhere else, because we've got people who are from Norway. I was trying to read here kuti my political party finance anombopuirwe, and I've realized kuti anocover my operational costs, my campaign expensive and other related activities. It's not going to serve any purpose. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for that, Kakasman. Quite interesting what you're raising there. Let's go to our next speaker there. Good morning to you, Douglas Mandaza.
Good morning, Spide. If we take the taxpayers' money, we give it to a political party, they should be audited at the end of it. They should be able to produce their books where the money went. We've seen it with Monzora, where the money was not audited. We don't even know where the money is. It clearly shows that the leadership is lacking when our institutions are not collaborating, such as the company that registered the organizations and the tax officer is not collaborating. It lacks leadership. The money should not go to an individual. It should be able to go to the signatories that are now responsible for the CCC. It shouldn't be going to Chamisa as an individual, but it should be going to the CCC. But who's actually in the CCC? So we need accountability. We need political parties as well to be audited as well, so they can provide us where is the money going that is being paid by the taxpayers as well.
We've come to the end of the show for this Tuesday. Anyway, for myself, Brighton Ngube.
And Nonhlanhla Mapigwa, it's bye for now.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode. For feedback, you can contact us on 263-777-470017. Don't forget to follow and like our social media pages.